All right. What is up, everybody? It has been a long trading week, and things have happened. Things good, things bad. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you exactly what has happened, though. I don't have footage of the trades, and I don't have where they were marked, but I do have the performance calendar. As you can see, we're down quite a bit. Yeah, we're total P&L is negative 500. So I think the last video I recorded was the 24th. So this would have been, I have not covered any of this week. This week was really, really frustrating because this day I took a bad trade. This day I traded gold, and I actually do want to show this trade because this was unreasonably annoying. This right here. So I basically what the idea was is on the 3 minute we were rather bullish, and whenever and these are all paper trades, by the way, I didn't switch to gold, but I have been kind of looking at it. So over here, I entered on this inversion. It was an inversion on the 5 minute. I'm not going to switch over because it'll bug out again. Anyways, basically what ended up happening is I put my stop down right here, which on the 5 minute is at the body candle, body close, the bottom of the body. But I should have put it right here, down here at this low, because this is a protected low. And as you can see, I would not have got stopped. And on top of that, it would have ran 500 points to up here. Which, not like I would realistically would have held that long, but it is still annoying to see that I got stopped out by 1 point and then it runs to TP, whatever. This trade right here was, like I said, I don't remember this trade. This one was that gold trade. This one was a trade I took yesterday. It was a fine trade. Good setup, good whatever. You know, it was a good trade. This one was also a good setup. I'm not really mad about this one. I took a 30-second. Some people don't like that, but it is what it is. I took a 30-second off market open. I want to say, let me see if I can find it on the 30-second chart. I don't have the subscription on TradingView, so. Okay, so about 8, yeah, here it is. Okay, so basically this is what happened. So we swept up here. We took all the LR right here, as you can see. The mistake I made was that Asia was sitting right here. This is where Asia was at. And yes, we actually did just touch it like that. This is, well, no, I guess we did sweep it because that was Asia right there. But we barely hit it. Anyways, basically the idea is that this was going to get, this was going to inverse, and then we were going to get these data lows. Well, for one, we didn't get an SMT. There was no SMT because we didn't sweep Asia. Two, technically, we didn't really inverse out of anything except this 1 hour over here. Well, I guess we did inverse out of the 1 hour. Let me check. Okay, yeah, we inversed out of the 1 hour. So we inversed out of the 1 hour. We got a V-shaped recovery. We got a clean momentum move. Let's see. We had a good defined DOL, and that was it. We did not have an SMT. We didn't have a sweep of good liquidity, so session high or low. And then, yeah, it was just those two. So realistically, that was the only thing. This was like a B plus, maybe A minus, depending on what you want to say. And then I took another one today, which was on the 2 minute. I took, because I really wanted the data lows, to be honest. I took, let's see, this one right here. I took an inverse off this right here after we swept. So we swept the high, and then we got an inverse off this. I know it's teeny, but your boy was desperate. So took it like right here. I think I took this, and then I had my stop here. And I took, this was the exact trade I took. And yeah, I got stopped out break even. Realistically, I could have held. No way I was doing that. You got me messed up. Not holding it till this long. I'm out of there. I just don't have the mental fortitude to do that. You know what I'm saying? So this trade would have worked. Is what it is. 9 times out of 10, that break even saves me rather than harms me. So not mad. One thing I wanted to point out was the fact that I only have one actual winning trading day properly documented, since this one was technically $1 off. I didn't get this one as documented trading day. So I'm down $500 on the account, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just get a payout as soon as I possibly can on this account. To be honest, really just because I would like one. I don't really need to see a max payout. So I think the minimum I'm gonna try and take is like 200. I don't really want to take less than that, but if I could get like a $200-300 payout, that would be awesome. And by the time that ends up happening, it'll probably be time for the next CPI, which I'll just spend some of that money on for another account, and then I'll have 2 accounts, and then maybe I could try and get a max payout. But for me, to be honest, like I'm really just interested in getting the payout. Like I do want to hit 10,000 a month, and I do want to follow that plan, but I really think I'm going to try and get a payout at first, especially because I think just being on a qualified account has kind of messed with my mental a little bit. It's just a little bit different. As you can see, I've taken more trades than normal. 3 trades, 4 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades, 3, 3. It's a little bit harder to control your emotions. It's a little bit harder not to, mismanage your trades. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and get a four more winning days, and then try and get a base game payout. And then once I can do that, then I can, I'll try and start really focusing on scaling and try and be consistent with, my trading. But as of right now, I think I'm just going to try and get a payout. I'm not taking things slow. I'm still taking good entries. I'm still taking entries when I see them. I do only take really 2 trades a day. So, I mean, like, let's see. Like today, I took 2 trades, I lost one and then I got break even on one. And then this one, I think both of these, the same thing happened. One of them I didn't. One of them was just I got off immediately. I think maybe this one. This one I lost, and then I think I took another break even trade. But, it is what it is. So what can you do? So anyways, that's really been what's happening. I know I haven't been posting much, but I guess after the first 2 losses, I guess I didn't lose motivation, but it was hard to want to post because it was just so kind of not embarrassing, but just really discouraging. So even though today was a loss, I'm happy with today's loss because I was proud of the trade I took. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, I guess that's the weekly recap. I'll be back Monday. I'll probably be posting some on my Instagram, obviously, but nothing on the YouTube, I don't think, for the weekend. So anyways, that's what's been up. So hopefully next week we can get a good payout. We can try and actually start working towards that. And then, yeah. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace.